students, today we are starting a new chapter called integration. Integration is reverse process of differentiation. Just like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, integration is reverse tool of differentiation. Consider one example, t by dx of sin x. What is derivative of sin x? You all know that it is equal to cos x. Okay, so d of sin x. What is d of sin x? You can take this dx to right hand side. D of sin x equal to cos x dx. Now integrating both sides. This is symbol of integration. Integration of d of sin x is equal to integration of cos x dx. Integration and differentiation get cancelled because they are reverse operations. So left hand side will be sin x. Okay, right hand side equal to integration of cos x dx. Now we can conclude that if derivative of sin x equal to cos x, then integration of cos is equal to sin x. Okay, this is simple. Integration of cos x dx. That means we are integrating cos x with respect to x. Its answer will be sin x because derivative of sin x is cos x. But d by dx of sin x plus phi. What is d by dx of sin x plus phi? It is also cos x. Therefore, we have to write integration of cos x dx as sin x plus phi because derivative of sin x plus phi is cos x. Take one more example, d by dx of sin x minus 10. What is d by dx of sin x minus 10? Again it is cos x. Therefore, here also you have to write integration of cos x dx equal to sin x minus 10. So, by considering these three examples, we have to generalize this result. That is integration of cos x dx is equal to sin x plus c. This c is a constant, can be 5, minus 10, any number. So this type of integration is called indefinite integral because c can be any value. There is no definite value. Okay. So generally, if d by dx of capital F of x is equal to small f of x, then integration of small f of x dx is equal to capital F of x plus c. This is the result. Now we can derive some standard formulas. Okay, so first formula we already derived, that is integration of cos x dx, that is equal to sin x plus c. That is our first formula. And second one, integration of sin x dx. This you have to think derivative of which function is sin x. We all know that derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Therefore, derivative of minus cos x is plus sin x. Therefore, integration of sin x equal to minus cos x plus c. Minus cos x plus c. Okay. Now, third formula. What is integration of sec square x dx? This thing, derivative of which function is sec square x? We all know that derivative of tan x is sec square x. Therefore, integration of sec square x equal to tan x plus c. Now, fourth formula, integration of cosec square x dx. Cosec square x dx. We know that derivative of cot x equal to minus cosec square x. Therefore, derivative of cosec square x equal to minus cot x plus c. Now, fifth one. All these are standard formulas. Okay. Integration of sec x into tan x dx. What is sec x into tan x dx integration? Derivative of which function is sec x into tan x? Derivative of sec x is sec x into tan x. Therefore, integration of sec x tan x is sec x plus c. Okay. Now, sixth one. Integration of cosec x into cot x dx. We know that derivative of cosec x equal to minus cosec x into cot x. Therefore, derivative of minus cosec x equal to cosec x into cot x. Hence, integration of cosec x into cot x equal to minus cosec x plus c. Okay. Now we can write some more formula. I'll write seventh one here. Integration of e raised to x dx. What is derivative e raised to x? E raised to x. Therefore, integration of e raised to x is e raised to x plus c. So, in case of e raised to x, it will be always same if you are doing differentiation and if you are doing integration. Okay. Now, eighth one. Integration of dx by root of 1 minus x square. What is derivative of 1 by root of 1 minus x square? That is one standard result. Derivative of sin x, sin inverse of x is equal to 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Therefore, integration of 1 by root of 1 minus x square equal to sin inverse of x. Here you can write one more answer. What is derivative of cos inverse x? Derivative of cos inverse is equal to minus 1 by root of 1 minus square. Therefore, derivative of minus cos inverse is equal to 1 by root. Therefore, here we can write two answers. One is sin inverse x and other one is minus cos inverse of x plus c. But you usually use sin inverse of x plus c as the integration of 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Similarly, what is integration of dx by 1 plus x square? Derivative of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Therefore, integration of 1 by 1 plus x square equal to tan inverse of x plus c, or minus cot inverse of x plus c, minus cot inverse of x plus c, because derivative of cot inverse x is minus 1 by 1 plus x square. Therefore, derivative of minus cot inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Okay, now 10th result, that is integration of dx by x into root of x square minus 1. This is clearly, you know that derivative of sec inverse of x is 1 by x into root of x square minus 1. So, answer is sec inverse x plus c or minus cosec inverse of x plus c. Okay, we have to derive some more formulas. So, just find derivative of what is d by dx of x raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1. Here 1 by n plus 1 is a constant. So 1 by n plus 1 we can take out 1 by n plus 1 into d by dx of x raised to n plus 1. We want to find. It's just like x raised to n. So answer is 1 by n plus 1 into derivative of x raised to n plus 1 is n plus 1 into x raised to n plus 1 minus 1, that is x raised to n. So you can cancel this n plus 1. So you will get x raised to n. D by dx of x raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1 is x raised to n. Therefore, what is integration of x raised to n dx? Integration of x raised to n dx is x raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. So, an important formula. For example, suppose you want to find integration of x raised to 10 dx. What is the answer? Integration of x raised to 10 is x raised to 10 plus 1, that is x raised to 11 by 11 plus c. Okay, this is our 11th formula. 11th formula, integration of x raised to n dx is x raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1. Now 12th one, just find d by dx of a raised to x by log a. A raised to x by log a. Here 1 by log a is a constant, so that term we can take outside. 1 by log a into d by dx of a raised to x. Okay, 1 by log a. What is derivative of a raised to x? That is a raised to x into log a. So you can cancel log a. So we will get a raised to x as answer. D by dx of a raised to x by log a equal to a raised to x. Therefore, integration of a raised to x dx, a raised to x dx is equal to a raised to x by log a. Don't confuse with the derivative a raised to x. What is derivative a raised to x? That is a raised to x into log a. Integration of a raised to x is a raised to x by log a. This is our 12th formula. Okay. So now what is integration of 1 dx? Derivative of which function is 1? Derivative of x is 1. Therefore, integration of 1 dx is x plus c. Okay, x plus c. Then 14th one. So integration of 0 dx. Derivative of which function is 0? Derivative constant is 0. So integration of 0 dx is equal to c. Okay. So these are the 14 standard results. By using these 14 standard results, we can do many questions. Okay. Now we can study some standard properties of indefinite integral. Among that, first one is integration of f of x plus g of x dx. That is equal to integration of f of x dx plus integration of g of x dx. Just like differentiation of sum of two terms, and integration of f of x minus g of x dx. Integration of f of x minus g of x is equal to integration of f of x dx minus integration of g of x dx. Okay. Now integration of k into f of x dx. K into f of x is equal to k into integration of f of x dx. These are the three important properties. By using these properties and that 14 standard results, we can do lots of questions. Okay. Now we can do some problems. Our first question is integration of sin x plus cos x. Here you can use property integration of f of x plus g of x. That is equal to integration of f of x plus integration of g of x. Okay. So it will be integration of sin x dx plus integration of cos x dx. What is integration of sin x? That is equal to minus cos x, and integration of cos is equal to sin x. So actually it is minus cos x plus c1 and sin x plus c2, and c1 plus c2 is a constant. So at last we can write 1 plus c. Okay, that is enough. Second question is integration of cosec x into cosec x plus cot x. Actually we don't know the product rule of integration. So we have to convert into sum of two functions. How we can convert into sum of two functions? Just expand the bracket. Okay. So we'll get integration of cosec square x plus cosec x into cot x dx. Now we have two functions. First one is cosec square x and second one is cosec x into cot x. What is integration of cosec square x? That is minus cot x, and integration of cosec x into cot x, that is minus cosec x plus c. Okay, that is the answer. Now third one is integration of 1 minus sin x by cos square x dx. Here also we don't know division rule of integration. There is no such rules. So we have to convert into sum of two terms or difference of two terms. Here we have in numerator we have two terms, denominator just a single term. So we can split into two functions. 1 by cos square x, that is sec square x, minus sin by cos square x. Sin by cos square x we can write as sec x into tan x. Okay. Now we have two functions, difference of two functions. So answer is integration of first function minus integration of second one. What is integration of sec square x? That is tan x, and integration of sec x tan x is sec x plus c. So in this way we can find answers. If there is product, you have to expand and convert into sum. If there is division, we have to split and convert into sum of two functions or difference of two functions. We can do some more problems. What is integration of root x? Just compare with the standard formulas. Root x is just like x raised to 1 by 2, x raised to n formula. Okay, x raised to n means x raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1. So it will be x raised to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1 by 2 plus 1. That is x raised to 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 plus c. So these type of questions we can do in live classes. Okay, thank you.